Hello everyone and welcome back to Invest to Freedom. I am Frank. Today we are going to talk about a financial rule that goes against everything society tells you to do. We are constantly told that success means showing off. Buy the luxury car, move into the bigger house, wear the designer clothes, and let everyone know you have finally made it. But I am here to tell you that as you reach a certain age, doing this is one of the most dangerous financial mistakes you can make. If you want to protect your life savings, keep your peace of mind, and truly experience financial freedom in your later years, you must learn how to act poor. You need to master the art of staying under the radar. And most importantly, you must never let your relatives, your friends, or even your bank advisor know exactly how much money you have. Let us start with the people closest to you, your family and your friends. You might think that sharing your financial success with your loved ones is a natural thing to do. You worked hard for decades, you saved diligently, you made smart investments, and now you have a comfortable nest egg. You want to celebrate. But the moment people find out you have a significant amount of cash, the entire dynamic of your relationships will change. It happens slowly at first. A nephew needs a loan to start a business. A cousin is hit with an unexpected medical bill. Your children might even start looking at your savings as their early inheritance, expecting you to fund their down payments, their weddings, or their vacations. When you are the one with money, you instantly become the family bank. And here is the harsh reality: loans to family are rarely repaid. Because you are family, they assume you do not really need the money back right away. If you ask for it, you become the bad guy. You become the greedy, stingy relative who cares more about money than family. This creates immense guilt and resentment. I have seen countless families torn apart because of expectations surrounding one person's wealth. By acting poor, or at least acting like you are on a very strict budget, you protect those relationships. You remove the target from your back. When others complain about the cost of living, you simply nod and agree. When they ask for money, you can honestly say that your funds are tied up in long-term accounts, or that you are managing your budget closely to cover your own future healthcare. You keep your wealth hidden so you can keep your family peace intact. Now, let us talk about the professionals, the financial advisors and the bankers. These people are wearing nice suits and sitting in fancy offices, and they will tell you they have your best interests at heart. But you must remember that the financial services industry is a business, and their goal is to make money for their institution. When a bank discovers that an older individual is sitting on a large pile of cash, you immediately become their top target. They know that as people get older, they tend to be more conservative and sometimes more trusting. If they know your true net worth, your phone will never stop ringing. They will invite you to exclusive seminars and try to sell you complex financial products that you do not need and probably do not fully understand. They will pitch expensive insurance policies or high-fee funds that lock your money away for a decade. These products are designed to generate commissions for them while eating away at your wealth through hidden fees. They will use fear, telling you that inflation is destroying your cash or that you need their secret strategies to avoid taxes. But if you walk into the bank wearing your ordinary clothes, driving an older car, and acting like a regular retiree who is just checking on a modest account, they will leave you alone. They will not see you as a lucrative opportunity. The real power of having cash is having total control over it. You do not need a middleman taking a percentage of your savings every year. Protect yourself by keeping your cards close to your chest. Let them think you are just another middle-class person. To help you protect your hard-earned money, I have put together 3 practical rules for acting poor. I suggest you take a note of these. First, how do you gracefully refuse when a relative asks for money? The best way is to cry poverty. You need to act like you are in a worse position than they are. You can say something like, "I wish I could help, but I listened to some bad advice, and now my retirement money is all locked up in a long-term fund that I cannot touch. Right now, the little I get each month barely covers my own bills and medical costs. I am actually worried about how I am going to pay my taxes next month." When you paint yourself as a victim with no cash on hand, people will not only stop asking for money, they might even stop bothering you out of pity. Second, what should you wear and say when you go to the bank? Never wear designer brands or expensive watches to the bank. Put on your most casual, everyday clothes and arrive on a scooter or take the bus. When an advisor tries to talk to you, your standard answer should be very simple. Just say, "I am just here to withdraw some spending money. I do not understand investing. My son handles everything for me, and he is very strict, so I cannot move a single cent without him." By shifting the responsibility to a tough child who is not there, the advisor will feel like they are wasting their time and move on to someone else. This saves you from countless financial traps. Third, how do you manage your assets so your accounts always look low? This is the most important technical step. Never keep all your money in one single bank account. You need to split it up. In your main account, only keep enough cash to cover about 3 months of living expenses. Move the rest of your money into different digital banks or low-risk funds. This way, if you ever have to show your bank book to a family member or a bank clerk, the balance will always look just enough to get by. Your real wealth stays invisible, working for you in the background. There is a deep psychological reason why you must act poor as you get older. When you are young, losing money is painful, but you have time to rebuild. But as you enter your 60s and beyond, your ability to recover from a big loss is almost zero. Your money is no longer just a number. It is your dignity. It is your ability to live independently without having to ask your children for help or look at their faces when you need care. This means you cannot afford to take risks. Showing off your wealth invites risk. It invites scammers, jealous neighbors, and people looking for an easy payout. Acting poor is like building an invisible wall around your life. You are choosing quiet security over loud vanity. Acting poor does not mean living a miserable life. It is about finding joy in things that do not cost a fortune. It means driving that reliable 10-year-old car instead of buying a luxury SUV just to impress people at a red light. It means staying in your comfortable, paid-off home instead of moving into a flashy retirement community with huge monthly fees. It means enjoying your hobbies and traveling quietly without needing applause from the world. When you talk to others, change your vocabulary. Stop talking about the stock market or how much your property has gone up. If money comes up, practice the art of complaining politely. Talk about how high the taxes are or how expensive groceries have become. Blend in. Let people underestimate you. There is an incredible sense of freedom in knowing you could buy the most expensive thing in the room, but simply choosing not to. You do not need their approval because you have the only thing that matters, which is total financial security. At the end of the day, true wealth is not about what people see. It is about what you can handle. It is about sleeping well at night knowing that no matter what happens to the economy, you and your family will be fine. You work too hard to let guilt trips, greedy advisors, or your own ego put your future at risk. Keep your wealth a secret. Act poor, live richly, and protect your freedom. Thank you for listening. If this message made sense to you, and if you are ready to protect your wealth quietly, please subscribe to the channel. I am Frank. This is Investor Freedom, and I will see you in the next one.